Guys, today we're doing the boss tier list. I have no idea why I'm standing up, so I'm sitting down now. Let's hop right into it. Starting off, Abyssal Sire is legit dog water. Who actually likes this boss? Slayer gets a little old when you kill the boss over and over and over and over. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not going to put him into legit dog water. I'm feeling... Man, I don't know. Like, Sire's a decent fight, but it doesn't stand out. So we're gonna have to go C tier. Okay, we're gonna have to go C tier here. Alchemical Hydra. Okay. We could do some Alchemical Hydra. I think because this boss gives like decent money, and it's a pretty sick pet. It's not a bad pet at all. But can I really put it into B tier? Yeah, I can. Just barely. And these are subject to change, by the way. Got Bloat. Bloat in the Theater of Blood. Let's see. Bloat's pretty cool. He's alright. I mean, he's alright. Overrated. I'm just kidding, guys. I think that's EDP. We're putting Bloat in S tier. No, I'm just kidding. We're putting Bloat. I mean, your teammates can kind of destroy you. It's kind of fun to bring out the salve, though. I'll put him in B. Okay, we got Cerberus. I think Cerberus is pretty decent Slayer boss. I think the pet's kind of nice too. GP's decent. The fight's decent. I like it better than Sire for sure, but I couldn't go above C tier, I think. Court Beast. Yeah, you're staying down there, buddy. No, we could do... It's either F or C. I don't even have a D tier. I'm not even gonna fix it. I don't care. So we gotta go C or F. I'd put him in D, but... it's going to F tier, guys. Like, who wants to do Corp? Every one of my clan bingos has Corp as one of the tiles, and it's always the last tile for a reason. Rex is going to... This D tier needs to be here because there are so many D tier bosses. Let's go. For nostalgia purposes, we'll give him C tier. I mean, come on. Unlocks the what's the ring called? The Berserker ring? It doesn't get more iconic than that. Leviathan. Okay, since it's my video, it's my rules, and we're gonna do the awakened versions of each boss. It's either A or S. I'm gonna put it as A tier because it's really fun, like the last and final part. But the first 5 minutes of the boss, just trying to get to the like enraged phase, kind of gets old. So I'm gonna put him as A tier. Skitizo. Oh, there's so many bad bosses. Skitizo's okay. I mean, he's not really a boss though. I'm putting him as F. Sorry. Guys, the new Scurrius boss. I don't know if you watched my Rat King video, but I got a lot of dislikes on that sucker. Scurrius is good, and the comment section was actually pretty valid. Almost everything they said I kind of agreed with, so I'm gonna put him as like low B tier. It's got to be very low B tier though. Pretty solid boss, especially for what it was meant for. So yeah. Mimic, is this some sort of joke? Who made this tier list? We'll put it as F. Maybe we'll do the legit dog water at the end. So, Chambers. No, is this Chambers or is this Olm? No, it's probably just Olm. Olm overall You know, I really like the teamwork aspect of it. Solos are kind of cool. I'd put it at A tier. It's a pretty good boss. I don't love solos, but I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Especially like your first 50 or so KC, maybe up to a couple hundred KC. I think Ulm's pretty dang fun, and there's a lot to learn, which is, we like that mechanical depth. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Jad belongs nowhere else other than S tier. No, I'm gonna put Jad as A. I think Jad is just like, it's the quintessential old school RuneScape boss. You can't not like Jad. And to this day, sometimes I'll get the Jad hands and I'm a little shaky. I mean, I would never tell anyone that, but that's just kind of how it goes. No, I like Jad. I think Jad's a cool boss. Really puts the stakes on the line, and if you have bad internet, it makes you want to uninstall the game. Vasa. Vasa's a decent boss. It's definitely better than Hydra, but I couldn't put it in A tier. I think there's some cool mechanics, but it does kind of come down to like a gear check. The better gear, the more enjoyable the boss is. So I'm just gonna put it as B. Vespula. I think Vespula's a pretty good boss. Better than Vasa. Kind of cool mechanics. Despite the fact that I don't think the boss is done the intended way, I'm still gonna give it B tier because I think it's kind of fun getting into that cycle, and it takes a little bit of skill. And I like bosses that take a little bit of skill, so I'm gonna put it as upper B tier. Callisto. I think Callisto's a decent boss. I mean, call my opinion trash, but the fact it's in the wilderness gives it kind of that excitement, and it also adds that, like, if you want to, you can anti-PK, which can be kind of fun. So I'm gonna put it as like mid B tier. The barb assault. Oh no. I mean, guys, I don't know. Oh, I need to sneeze 1 second. So, I mean, the rewards are kind of cool. You love the torso. The pet itself is kind of cool, but like from the PVM standpoint, like I'm putting this as low C. I'm sorry if you're a barb assault like connoisseur or whatnot. I actually really like Syractus. I think Syractus is kind of cool. Probably a little bit behind Bloat though. I think that's just like a really fun mid-level boss. Like when I was a little bit less of a gamer. Yeah, Syractus is kind of cool. And it's fun that you get to use a scythe there. Or crush weapons, which are just so irrelevant in this game. So I think Syractus is kind of cool. Okay, Whisperer. And like I said, I'm going to do the Awakened version. This really is not that good of a boss. I'm going to be honest. Like, from my perspective, it's just not very enjoyable in my opinion. And the memory thing, I think maybe some people like that, but it destroys it for me. Let's go. I'm putting this behind Cerberus. Yeah. I mean, come on. Definitely S tier. I've got you again. Yeah, no, that's going right there too. Lizardman, no, this is Lizardman in Chambers. I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's anything too special. I'm gonna. Oh, I wish the D tier was here. A little bit better than Subbb. I don't even know. Nah. Thermy's kind of cool. Not much to it. Pet's kind of sick. Lofi. I'm sorry. I can't justify any higher. Sorry if you're a Thermi lover. I'm not a huge Slayer boss guy, and I think a lot of people do like Slayer. But to me, it's kind of in that like middle line of not engaging enough. So, ooh, Volcano. Volcano's kind of cool. I think it's okay. Probably gonna put it as. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna move this here. Yep. Briofita. I'm sorry. Like, what? What? No. The only time I do Briofita is because the combat achievements, so. What a Kraken. Dockwater. Kraken's gotta be one of the worst Slayer bosses. Yeah, it's like splashing. It's extremely boring. And if you disagree, then respectfully, I think your opinion is incorrect. Chaos Elemental. I mean, it's better. It's better than Kraken because you're in the wilderness. There's a little bit of... Nope, I'm just kidding. It's the worst boss in the game. Especially before the Dragon Pig... Or maybe the Dragon Pig has always been part of the drop table, but... Who wants to kill the Chaos Elemental? No one. The Chaos Fanatic? I mean, come on. This is also just a horrible boss. I feel like whoever created this list didn't even consider leaving this guy out. He's probably a big fan of Chaos Fanatic and said we have to get him in there. No. What about Ziliana? Like Ziliana, it's not my favorite. It's probably just another C tier. It's going right here. I think it's a little bit better than Sire. But yeah, all the God Wars bosses, like you knew they were kind of early released bosses. Yep, we got our first S tier, guys. The Inferno is the best, not the best content in the game, but it's very good content. And the reason it's such good content is because it's so difficult. Usually the more difficult something is, then it gives you that that more meaning to it. Gives you that sense of accomplishment. Oh, Inferno's great. The waves kind of suck. I think Zuck's the fun part, and the waves kind of I don't know. The waves can be upsetting because it takes so much time to get through it, and then you just die. But Zuck itself is definitely S tier, and the first time you do the Inferno, like the first time you get your cape, the waves they're kind of essential to be part of. It's just kind of it's what makes Zuck hard, right? If there's no waves, then Zuck wouldn't be a challenge. Don't even know what this boss is. Honlif. Let's just go. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think for a lot of people, it could be higher up, maybe B or even A. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm putting it at bottom B. Yeah, bottom B. So this is going to be Phosani, and then this will be regular Nightmare. Phosani Nightmare is genuinely a really good boss. It really is a good boss. It has good mechanics. It's somewhat difficult. You know, there's a little bit of depth to it, and the drops are sick. Although they're as rare as me looking at a female or talking to a female, it's pretty rare, right? But I think it's a good boss. Personally, I wouldn't really do it, but I think it's objectively wise, it's a good boss. Grotesque Guardians. I mean, it's a decent boss. It's better than these guys. But I mean, unless you're hunting for the pet, I don't know why you go back. No way he's back. You're going back to the dumpster, brother. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have to put this kind of high. like for nostalgia purposes, it's just like such an iconic part of RuneScape. It's integral to the game. I'm gonna put it as high C. High C. No, I had to put it in a B. Winter Dawn? What? Why Fletch? Oh. Bandos. I mean, Bandos has to be B tier, guys. Who hasn't gone to Bandos at like 1 in the morning with their homies and you absolutely hate your life, but you don't want to be the first person to bail? And it's like the #1 moneymaker when you're an absolute pleb. So, you know, it's not a good boss, but it's a good boss, you know. Yeah, you're going definitely back here. C tier. Hispori. Hispori. It's kind of a cool fight. It's fun to try to rush it and speed run it. It's kind of cool. There's some weapon switching involved. I'm gonna put it at, let's go with, let's put it at like C tier. Yeah, just a little bit better than these bosses. Ice Demon. Ice Demon, Ice Demon. Kind of a dog water boss, but not as dog water as some of these other bosses. Vengine, it's kind of cool to kill him faster. I'm gonna put him as F tier actually. Calfight Queen. I mean, I'd rather watch paint dry, to be honest. That boss is not enjoyable. It's like a couple kills per trip, and then you have to run. You're training agility but not getting experience for it. KBD. KBD. Like, do this for yourself and it's kind of more difficult than you think it would be. I'm putting KBD at, oh, I mean, just the fact that it's in the wilderness gives it a little bit of thrill, right? Maybe for you it's dog water because it's in the wilderness. I don't like this boss at all. Kriara. Chintek's kind of cool. Some of the combat achievements are fun, but kind of just slaps and it feels like it has a lot of unavoidable damage. So I'm gonna put it into, put it right by Ziliana. Now Duke Awakened version. This one, it was a pain in the butt. It's not like difficult, but the fight's like 10 minutes long, and it's kind of just like an Outlast. So I think there's a couple cool mechanics. I'm gonna put it as like somewhat high C tier. Krill. I just can't put the Godverse bosses higher, guys. I'm sorry. Bandos is #1 in my heart, but yeah, these three are, I don't really go to them unless it's a bingo event or yeah, something like that. Mutadals. Post-patch Mutadals, not bad. I would put it as maybe like upper C tier. It's not really that fun, but it's not, I don't dread it. So I'm gonna put it upper C. I'd definitely rather do Chambers than Bandos though. The Bandos is hanging on a thread by nostalgia. Yep, Nylos is definitely S tier, guys. And the reason for this is because of, like, there's so much potential at Nylos. There's so many levels to Nylos that it makes it a really cool boss, in my opinion. And I mean, as many of you know, I'm somewhat of a little bit of a RuneScape nerd, so I like Nylos, and I genuinely think it's a pretty fun room. And I feel like most people are gonna be like, dude, Nylos blows. I'm putting it as F tier or bottom C, but I'm putting Nylos as S tier. Vardorvis Awakened version. Dude, this is really tough. Like difficulty wise. I thought this was the hardest Awakened boss. I thought Leviathan was easier than Vardorvis. I think it's a good boss. I think it's a very well designed boss. I'm putting it as A tier. And yeah, I'm pretty steady with that. A lot of cool mechanics. Try to do it without Runelight, you'll probably never be able to complete it, like myself. Yeah, he'll go right there. Sorry, I just thought we had to get those out of the way. No, I do like it here. It just, yeah. Sodaseg's okay. I think Sodaseg can be kind of cool. Taking Vengeance off Prayer's kind of fun. He looks sick, dude. He looks sick. Who thinks they know where I'm gonna put Sodaseg? Beep 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 beep. I'm gonna put it as like low B. I think it's an okay boss. Tick eating's fun, but nothing too crazy. Tecton. I feel like Tecton has to go in C tier. I mean, if you don't hit your specs, it blows. Just a high defense boss, which is like generally not fun in RuneScape. So yeah, we're gonna go C tier. I think it's a better boss than Duke. I mean, a worse boss than Duke. Yeah, we'll put it right here. Temporos. I kind of mess with Tempros. We're gonna put him. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going F tier. No, we'll put him C. Maiden. I love Maiden. I think Maiden's one of the best bosses in the game. Genuinely. Like, there's so many ways to get better at Maiden. And there's a lot of fun aspects of it. Defense reducing usually is not too bad. Skipping 30s, stacking, flicking your T-bow and Anguish to reduce the chance of getting, or to limit the chance of your combat stats going down. I think Maiden's a really good boss. And especially as a major, just, trying to be tick perfect and whatnot, I really like Maiden. Nightmare, I have not done much Nightmare, and I don't plan on it because drop rate's horrendous. I think it's like a decent boss. Not for me though. I think it's better than God Wars. Okay, Vanguards. Vanguard's okay. Do I like them though? Nah, not really. Not really at all. We'll put them at C. Right below Nightmare. Venenatis. I feel like these bosses are just like pretty ordinary, average. I think this one's kind of fun just because the anti-PK potential. I think Callisto needs to go down. I'm sorry. I mean, come on. Like, obviously Verzik's S tier. Such a good boss. Hard mode Todd, such a good boss as well. I love Verzik. Lots of fun things. Boak. Tick perfect tanking. A lot of opportunities to do bruise super combat sips. So many different ways to do P1. It's just a fun boss. A lot of mechanics. A lot of cool stuff you can do. And yeah, I like it. Sorry, just gotta go back to the... I mean, all these bosses are like the same. Actually, no. I kind of like Vedion. Vedion's kind of cool with the update. I'm gonna put him as high C tier. I could do a couple of Vedion for a bingo event. 100%. Fun movement. Same thing. A little bit of anti-PK potential. And you get to use your Salve, which is like always fun. I love using my Salve. Massive hits. For Cath. Money Dragon. B tier. Low B tier. I mean, Vorkath is just part of your RuneScape journey. Who doesn't go to Vorkath for a little bit? Get your backpack there. Hopefully it doesn't take 50 KC. But, you know, even if it does, you make a little bit of money. Kind of a cool boss. Kind of like an intro PVM kind of boss. Yeah, not bad. I definitely spent a little bit of time at Vorkath. Zarpus. Scythe walking's pretty fun and very satisfying. I'm gonna put it top B. And Hydra needs to go down. Hydra needs to go to bottom B, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Zora. Alright, that's it guys.